Hi everyone! So welcome to this pick a card reading, pick a crystal reading today. So we are going to be looking into your year ahead, your 2023, and I'm going to keep it fairly open-ended and really just pull through the messages that you most need to hear about the year ahead, and I'm sure it will be very intriguing. So there are 3 groups. On the left hand side of the screen is group number 1 with the selenite crystal. Group number 2 is the chrysoprase crystal, and group number 3 is the rose quartz. So yeah, take your time to choose your crystal, and then I will see you for your reading. Bye. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose selenite, and I'm getting what am I getting? It's like a very crystal clear energy from this reading for you. So I feel like 2023 is going to be a year of clarity for you. There's actually something coming through about a cycle ending for you in 2023, one that has been going since potentially 2020. And I feel you're going to feel a lot of relief from this ending. It's something you want to come to a close. So there's going to be like something coming in for you in 2023 that gives you like a really big feeling of relief. And it also feels like there's intense clarity in the contrast. Yeah, the first card coming out, we've got death. There's like ending, but I am learning that endings are merely beginnings, and I feel like it's such a positive thing that's coming to an end, or it marks a period of a lot of work. And your spirit guides are proud of you, group 1, and first of all they want to let you know that they're proud of you for persevering when things have been tough, and they're proud of you for never giving up. And there's something that it's like it's coming to an end, but truly in the most beautiful way. And it could be something very specifically I'm seeing like 2020. So it could be something like that maybe there's been some karmic struggle to do with finances or something for you since 2020, and this is coming to an end, and it's marking a period of this hardship coming to an end. You have the lessons learned, you have the wisdom, you have grown, you have evolved, and now you're moving into a time where so much relief and so much clarity. I'm seeing like a weight off your shoulders, a heavy burden taken away from you by the universe itself to really grant you greater ease in your passage forwards. So, wow, unleash the wild within. Okay, yeah, I feel a huge theme for you in 2023 is going to be freedom. It's going to be freedom, the freedom to really, it's even like down to really small aspects of freedom. So we're going to pull a lot of oracle cards, and then I want to pull tarot for you. It's like freedom down to, you have the freedom to decide how you want to spend your day each day, or you have the freedom to, I don't know, even like choose what you want to have for breakfast. There's something maybe that was having control over your time, your money, your resources, or in any way your sense of freedom or personal power. And it's like you are really waking up to how good you feel in this openness. It's like there's space opening up for you. There's an openness coming in, and you're like feeling it. You're feeling it really big time. You're loving it. Wow. Okay, so we have music with harmony. Okay, this is really nice. Let's keep going. We have it's time to release negativity, Scorpio, full moon in Scorpio. Oh yeah, full moon in Scorpio, yeah. So exactly, this is this death energy that seems to be a significant shift for you, like a change happening for you in 2023, is that something that has been negative, having a negative holding pattern over you, especially to do with your emotional state of being, is coming to an end, and it's releasing you emotionally to like really feel. Like the biggest word is clarity and freedom. It's like clarity in your emotions, freedom in your emotions. So maybe there was also a sense of confusion about this thing that's coming to an end, this situation, this problem, this challenge, this karmic lesson, this karmic relationship, anything like this, a challenging job, poverty of any kind, like all of these kinds of things is what I'm seeing. It's like it's coming to an end, whatever is negative. And really it's like something that was restricting your freedom, because that is truly the energy of negativity, right? It's to subtract, to take away freedom. So yeah, in this releasing of the negative situation or circumstance, in this negativity in your life coming to an end, it's like something fresh is being born with this unleash the wild within that you really wouldn't expect from yourself unless you had gone through this situation or this experience, which is an interesting message that's coming through. So it's kind of like you find a part of yourself with this she-wolf that you might not have before have ever known existed in you. And it's almost like through being like pulled and stretched by the universe in these challenges that you've been going through, it's like you have released, it's like you feel like unleashing, this different aspect of yourself that it's perhaps way more adventurous, way more daring, way more passionate, way more willing to take risks or put yourself out there because you have experienced something that has changed you. Like maybe it's made you value certain things that you might have taken for granted before, or it's made you value, your own freedom in a way you never had questioned before. So gosh, there is this passion that's being born from you. There's a passion that's being unleashed through your system, through your body. And it's because it's like there's this space is being made in your life. That's the other energy I'm getting from this selenite crystal you chose, is like there's space opening up in your life. So if you've been feeling I guess like there's so much openness, like so much possibility, I guess. And I see literal space. Like I really feel like maybe you're going to be letting go of old possessions. Maybe there's going to be some kind of a big shift happen, like maybe a move or something to do with clearing out the old to make way for the new. And I feel like there's going to be a change in your appetite for life, like a change in your tastes, like what you desire and what you don't desire is going to shift kind of a lot actually in 2023. And again, it's because you have released so much shadow work. You've been through a lot of this. So I really feel this different energy coming in for you in 2023. I see that the shadow work is going to lessen a lot. There's going to be a lot less of that shadow work and a lot more clarity, peace, freedom. I see a really optimal time to work with, channeling energies, or like channeling through divination, or channeling, like getting in touch with your spirit guides. I really see that because you're going to have a very crystal clear energy, or spending time a lot in areas that will clear your aura is really positive for you as well in 2023. And potentially needing to meditate, like you're going to savor this clarity, this space that you have opened up for yourself energetically. And Spirit's saying make sure you guard it in a certain way because this she-wolf can be quite fierce, but it's like make sure you guard it in a way of don't let that space, that open space be filled up too quickly, I suppose. So with harmony and music, I mean, this is interesting. I'm going to actually pull some tarot cards to expand upon these messages. Okay, we've got the Hermit coming out. We've got all these cards coming out. We've got the Hermit, the World, the Four of Swords. I just heard something is being put to rest in 2023. Because again, the Four of Swords, it indicates a time of rest or meditation, right? Again, so what I was picking up on is this Four of Swords energy. It's like, make time to contemplate, meditate, channel if you are a channeler, or, channel energy healing for yourself, connecting in with just silence even. I'm just seeing this with the Four of Swords and this Death card. It's like, whoa, is there one of my cat's hairs on this card? Okay. Okay, so cat's making me think of independence. So and the Hermit. Okay, so I'm seeing it. I feel you will need to spend some time alone in 2023. honor this. If this is part of something that is calling from your soul, and maybe this is a change in your appetite that I was picking up on, like you might just really want to spend a lot of time alone, because there's going to be this richness. It's like if you were in any way in holding patterns of trying to distract yourself from your life or anything with this releasing and negativity, it's like that is coming to an end, and you're going to feel very content to just sit in your life and just experience it and just be with it. It's like a healing of your nervous system as well. A real access to meditation, if that has ever felt, you know, elusive to you, like, oh, I can't meditate. It's like, yeah, you're going to be meditating in 2023, even just as a lifestyle. Like, I'm kind of seeing this archetypal energy of the hermit, really coming through strongly in your reading. Wow, and we've got the world as well. The world talks about significant endings happening in your life that bring a huge amount of positive fulfillment. Some of you might even have completed your Saturn return in 2023, because the world is ruled by Saturn. So you might be getting, if that's true, Spirit's saying you're doing really well. But for everyone, this return on your investments is what I'm getting with the world, because the Saturn return is like when Saturn teaches us through restriction. Saturn teaches through taking things away, right? And Jupiter kind of teaches us through blessings, through giving us things, blessings like a giving onto. But yeah, Saturn teaches us through restriction. But at the end of a Saturn cycle, which is really akin to a karmic cycle, we are given something. Something else is born from that place. Something new is born from that karmic cycle. And I'm getting that it's really positive. Like a really, really profound rebirth with this unleash the wild within. And the world, again, symbolizes really positive things coming from the completion of something. Okay, so yeah, with death, with the Four of Swords in this Rider-Waite tarot deck, you know, it really is a coffin of someone lying there. So I know there's a lot of death symbolism coming through in this reading, and it's kind of like, whoa, that might be a bit intense, but it's truly very alchemical, right? It's talking about the alchemy of an ending that gives way to a new beginning. And have you ever noticed that at the point of an ending, there's always so much unexpected emotion that comes through. There's always something unexpected. Even if you know something's coming to an end and you prepare, it's always going to hit you just a little bit different than you think it will. And that's just like this wisdom of death, of endings. It's like there's always something that will be unexpected that we'll get from it. Some, you know, or even a sense of nostalgia for the cycle we've just come from, or from, you know, some condition that we used to be in. So there's always like this really big shift in perspective that happens when something ends as well. So I see a huge shift in perspective, like a world of difference. You looking at your life and how you have showed up, and, you know, it's like you're finally going to be seeing yourself for the commitment that you have put in over the last cycle. So for everyone, a cycle will be different, but I'm seeing around 2 years for some reason. I don't know why it's coming through really strongly around 2 years, or around maybe something started for you in 2020 or something. But again, take what resonates. For some of us, you know, karmic cycles can be like 8 years, 10 years, you know, it depends on the depth of soul work that you're choosing to participate in, or, you know, the nature of the lesson. Obviously some things take longer than others. Anyway, so yeah, there's something that is, you're like being able to harvest a blessing, because you are also recognizing that all that you have been through has not been in vain. Like all that you've been through has not been in vain. There's been a reason. There's been a divine unfoldment to be had from this. It's like, yeah. So, sorry, it helps me channel sometimes to just speak light language. It's like you might have thought that the best possible outcome for the struggle you've been through is just for it to end and, you know, whatever. And Spirit's saying, like, because you have had to persist, because you've had to grow within your situation, right? You haven't been able to just escape it, just bail, just something else, you know. It's like you've had to grow through that. It's like because of that, there's so much abundance that's being born out of that, because it's not just about something ending. Spirit wants to really put this forward in this reading. It's like the point isn't about it ending and the fact that it's over is the blessing. It's like, no, there's like this whole new entity that's born of a blessing from going through that cycle. And that's what you're experiencing in 2023, and it's incredibly positive. And it's sort of like, yeah, a rebirth energetically for you. And you're going to be feeling a lot more adventurous, spontaneous, optimistic. It's like, yeah, I keep getting this huge weight off of your shoulders. Like, imagine how you would walk around the world if you didn't have like 20 kilograms strapped to your back, every day. It's like you would be walking so much lighter, you would be up, your back would be straight, you'd be looking out, it would totally change your life force flow. So Spirit's saying, just imagine that. Imagine you've had to spend like 2 years with like 20 kilograms strapped to your back, and now you take it off. And it's like within that, it's like you have built so much strength, in your back, right? So there's all of this other stuff that's going to come with it, not just the taking away of the heavy burden. Whew. So the other thing that I'm getting strongly is about this music card and the harmony energy with this Page of Cups over here. And this is giving me such a beautiful like inner child energy, but in this way of like, you're going to be unleashing some creative potential onto this earth. Like, I'm saying it's unleashing because, yeah, there's this ferocity in you. It's almost like if you felt restricted, again, I'm getting you've been through karmic cycles of restriction, because we have the world, which is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn teaches us through restriction again. So that's coming to an end, which is why you're getting blessings, which is the world card talks about. But with this unleash the wild within, it's like, can you imagine, like, it's like you've been like held back so much as like an elastic band, and oh my gosh, are you going to unleash yourself forwards into the world? You're going to be like, I'm so sick of these restrictions, I'm busting out of this, like nothing can stop me. And I just feel this passionate energy in you just unleashing, and it's it's fierce, and I love it because it's so wild and it's so unapologetically true. And I think that the fact of why it's so powerful is that it's coming from such a place of like self-love and self-worth, which is super powerful. And again, your guides are so proud of you, Group 1. Please give yourself the acknowledgement that you deserve for what you have been going through and learning through, And I really feel, again, if you haven't been seeing your own value, if you haven't been seeing like how amazing you've been doing, or struggling to see the point in all of the struggle or whatever, Spirit's saying like that is the other thing that 2023 is offering, is a real acknowledgement of who you are in a way that's profound, in a way that you are able to see yourself and your value so much more deeply than you have before, and that you're able to just love yourself and be like, wow, I'm so amazing, I'm so strong, I went through all of this, look how amazing I am, but in a really healthy, childlike way, not in an egoic way, in a childlike way, like in this raw confidence of a child, because there is a confidence that exists within the youthfulness of the spirit, and it's the beginner's mind as well. But yeah, there's a real acknowledgement you're going to give yourself for what you've been through and what you've learned and how strong you've grown, and you're going to be really admiring yourself. Like, if I'm seeing confidence, I'm seeing value, I'm seeing self-worth, I'm seeing self-value, I'm seeing you liking what you're seeing in the mirror, like all of these things covered. Again, the music and harmony energy is really strong. I guess this has been more of a spiritual reading, like what's your spiritual experience of 2023 going to be? But I guess there's still, I see with the, okay, yeah, Spirit's like, excuse me, it's been more than that, but anyway. With the Four of Swords, I'm getting a strong sense of like, you're not going to have to work very hard in 2023, and whatever that means to you, but I feel like you're going to be taken care of a bit more by the universe, by your loved ones, in terms of finances, especially. For some reason that's coming through strong. And I'm seeing, yeah, it's almost this energy, it's like the cat imagery is coming to me again. I'm seeing a cat. It's like you're going to be able to kind of laze around like a cat more. Like just, and it's not that you're going to be lazy, but it's more that you're going to be like there's no rush for you to have to do something. Like there's a real easefulness in the way that you can like spend your time. Like again, I'm just seeing this freedom in your time, and so I'm seeing, you know, you are able to rest when you want, and this is really going to nourish your soul. Like please embrace this. If this is this is here for you, like embrace it to whatever level it comes in for you. But yeah, Spirit's saying prioritize giving yourself a lot of time. Actually, this is a big advice coming through. Like for example, if you're being given a lot of offers or invitations, or if you have the tendency to fill up your calendar really full, Spirit's saying don't do that because you're going to regret it and be like, I don't want to go to this event. Why did I say yes to this thing? Why have I got every night this week booked out? What am I doing? And Spirit's saying, like, even if that is who you were, like recently or in the past, historically, like allow room for yourself to truly have a beginner's mind, to truly just wonder and ponder and allow things to come through. And of course, yeah, with this Scorpio, of course, it's like, and death, it's like the death card in tarot is ruled by Scorpio, by the way. So there's all these synchronicities happening, and it's totally, death is transformation. That's at its root, it is transformation. And with Scorpio here, it's like, it is such a thorough transformation. And sometimes Scorpio transformations do take a little bit longer. Sometimes we go through a mini death and we're out of it in like 2 weeks, and we're like, okay, I died and I'm reborn and I'm going really good now. But you know, sometimes these transformations are prolonged, and those ones are the ones that we are rewarded the most for, truly, for sticking it out, because truly perseverance is a thing that we must always look to on this earth. Like earth is a very interesting place in terms of how we manifest and how dense the atmosphere, like the energy is to push through, to wade through, and how we are, you know, 95% of our mind is our subconscious mind, which pulls us into these habitual things, this hypnosis trance of acting and feeling. So really, the currency of earth right now is like perseverance. It's like, how much are you willing to persevere? Because that's how successful you'll be, pretty much. And even if it gets really hard, can you still keep going? So yeah, I'm seeing as well you dropping anything that you don't like doing. Like if you, for example, because it's like from this experience you've learned, like what I just said, you've learned that, okay, I have to persevere so hard to, you know, sometimes to really get a goal going or to get something done, that you really only want to be spending your time doing things that you really love and that you really want to do and that truly motivate you and inspire you from your heart, because that's what's going to give you the life force energy that you need to keep going. Otherwise, you're not going to have enough energy, because Spirit will test you and be like, how much do you want this? How much do you want it? How much? And we have to show through our own actions that we are committed to our destiny, that we aren't going to compromise, that we aren't going to settle, that we are going to be patient, that we are going to keep going. So yeah, I'm seeing you getting really clear about what is valuable to you, what is not okay for you. You're going to be spending a lot of time with yourself or with like really close loved ones, you know, like chosen loved ones, or even maybe some pets, pet family. And with this Page of Cups, I'm getting this strong inner child energy coming through, and it's just like here, because the Page of Cups is, it's such a fresh energy. Truly, like, enjoy this coming out for your spread, because it's such a fresh energy, and it's, oh, this emotional new beginning that I feel is really the biggest message coming through for your 2023. It's like there is this emotional recalibration that is happening, especially because Scorpio is a water sign and it's a very emotional sign. So there's this, just been this recalibration happening, like a huge upgrade, and what's coming out of it is a lot of fresh energy. like so much inspiration. Okay, let's see what animal spirit guide is with you for 2023. Oh wow, we've got grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Interesting. Where else are we going to go for a card? Let's go here. We're going to do a couple more cards and we're going to end your reading. Wow, we've got Arcturian light codes. Evolutionary downloads, recalling power and future thinking. Okay. Wait, let's get one from this deck as well. Okay. Earth magic. Whoa. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, so with Take a Leap of Faith, the Arcturian light codes, and the Earth magic card, there's a whole new energy coming into your reading now. So I feel that you are going to be taking a leap of faith, or there's going to be something that you are being asked to have confidence about, like to actually have confidence in your abilities, in your natural gifts and talents, or in trying something new, or in taking a risk, or in daring to dream like bigger than you ever have before. Because Spirit's saying you have like a lot of like potential to use up in 2023. I want to word it right. It's like there's like some extra like spiritual assistance, or there's some extra energy there for you to claim if you choose to. If you really like have confidence in yourself is a really strong kind of energy I'm getting from this, and to have confidence in what is actually possible, like to open your mind, to really step into this beginner's mind energy where truly miracles can happen for you in 2023. Like I really see that earth magic, like doing, intentional manifestation, or any kind of like ideas that you have with the Arcturian energy, like this is evolutionary downloads. So future thinking, like, yeah, I see you with this beginner's mind. You really could, like, you could take it all the way with this grasshopper spirit. If you have an idea for a project, or if you have some kind of a download, or if you have some kind of vision for your life, for what would bring you true fulfillment, for what you're here to do on this earth, for even some kind of magic, or something that maybe tests the limits of what is perceived as possible on earth at this time. Like, this is what I'm getting, especially with this Arcturian influence. Like, this is really incredible energy. Like, it could even be to the point of like breaking it's this energy of you are going to, in 2023, expand the collective consciousness of what is believed to be possible. Like, when there's a world record that's broken by like an athlete, right? What was it? I don't know, I can't remember now. But like when a world record was broken by an athlete, then the collective consciousness has to expand to believe like, oh, well, now this is possible, right? We thought that only this was possible. Now we stretch, we expand, we recognize that more is possible. And then, more and more people will be able to reach that new world record. And then the world record eventually over time will change again, right? So there's this expansion that you're bringing in to the collective consciousness in 2023. And it's really cool. Like, it's a really amazing thing. It could be through art, through your creativity, through doing some kind of genuine magic, or some kind of manifestation that you're like, wow, I really just saw my magic right there. Through taking some kind of leap of faith, and really like dreaming bigger than you've ever allowed yourself to before. Really dreaming bigger than you've ever allowed yourself to before. I just realized that I'm holding the crystal for group 2. Maybe there's a message in there for you. And interesting, because this crystal I actually associate with my inner child, with the inner child, because it, I don't know, it just really makes me feel like this inner child energy. So yeah, it's coming through again. It's really strong for you, this inner child, because it's that beginner's mind. It's that openness to what is possible, instead of saying like, oh, well, this isn't possible because it's never been done before. It's like really daring to dream and expand and be like, well, this is possible. And I see you really putting something into action. And with this earth magic as well, I'm seeing abundance for you here. Like, I really see, especially with this 4 of Swords, like I was getting before, this cat spirit, this cat energy, I feel like you are going to be independent in a certain way from needing to rely upon, working a lot of hours in order to make money. You might be able to work less hours. You might have someone support you. You might have the universe give you a great opportunity that's more pay but less hours, or something like this. So yeah, this is a really positive aspect of it too. So I'm kind of curious about this Arcturian energy, because I love the Arcturian energy. We've got evolutionary downloads, recalling power, and future thinking. It's truly something that's never been done before, is what you're going to think of. And the other thing I'm getting from it is like, you are going to be finding what it is that is your superb and unique talent. Like, you as a person, like, you will have so many different talents, even if there's, you know, a few that are very specific in one area. Like, even someone who's an athlete, right, you might think like, well, their talent is just in their physical body, and it's like, no, their talent is also in their mind. Say they're an endurance athlete, well, they have to have talent also in their mindset and their ability to control negative thoughts or control that self-sabotage. So they have to have certain skill set of talents that makes them good for that role. So that's their niche, you know, that's their area where they shine and where they get the most satisfaction of from life. So it's like, you're finding your niche, your area, you're finding your instrument, your sport, your way of, or your way of like finding out all of these different unique aspects of your skills, your strengths, your assets, and like turning it into like one thing. Somehow you're doing it. It's like the intersection of all of these things that make you special and talented and vibrant and unique and magnetic and, you know, talented, did I already say that? Are coming together in this one thing. So yeah, I see it's very magical. And it could be really lucrative potentially for some of you guys as well. Definitely. Not all of you will need to, I don't know how to put this, make money from this, but some of you really will, and you'll thrive. It depends on if you feel like it's like, I don't know how quite to word it. But yeah, I'm also seeing psychic abilities tuning up with this Earth Magic card, like a heightening of your intuition, your perception, your ability to perceive consciousness in all things, and like just raising your consciousness in general. With Earth Magic as well, if any of you have ever considered doing rituals, or if you genuinely practice rituals, generally or already practice rituals, 2023, there's just this extra magical energy around you, so I would really utilize it by just setting a lot of intentions, or living intentionally, having an altar, or, you know, having a meditation practice, or doing some kind of rituals, doing some kind of magic. Like, you can really test your limits again on what you believe is possible for yourself. And that's another message coming through from Spirit. It's like, allow yourself to go beyond what you even think you are capable of in 2023. And if you really let yourself, then you will be able to, you'll fly, you will soar. Wow. Okay, so the final card I'm going to do is I'm going to do a crystal card, and we're going to ask Spirit like 2 questions. What are some great affirmations for you to work with in 2023? And what might be a good crystal to work with in 2023 if you would like to work with one, but if you'll get the reading of the energy of it. Anyway, if you don't want to invest in a crystal or whatever. But also selenite would be indicated as well already because you chose it. Okay, so a crystal, an affirmation for Group 1 Spirit for 2023. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Rainbow Moonstone is your crystal, and your affirmations are, I am peaceful and calm. I enjoy life every day. Wow. And the keywords are balance, harmony, and confidence with the crown chakra. So this is the card. This deck was handmade by a friend of mine. Okay. So, balance, harmony, and confidence. Beautiful energies for you in 2023. All right, Group 1, that's all that I have for you today. But I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. And yeah, I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Okay, hello Group 2, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to pull some oracle cards to begin with, and then I'll pull some tarot cards for your 2023. Well, okay, first card out, we've got Chamber of the Violet Flame, Karmic Release, Radical Transformation. What a powerful card to come out. Okay. Radical transformation is the part that really is sticking out for me. And I'm also getting a really strong third eye energy coming from this color of the purple. So radical transformation, that kind of is maybe a theme going on in the collective, because it kind of was coming out in Group 1. Anyway, I'm going to keep pulling a few more from a few more decks. So we got Forest, Breath, and lake stillness. Wow. Oh yeah, I love this for you, because I'm feeling like you're gonna have so much time to just breathe out, to just let yourself be, okay? Like with stillness and this breath, I'm seeing like it's not that it's like you're going to savor it though. You know, it's not like, oh, there's nothing going on. It's like, no, there's sort of like, maybe you're intentionally giving yourself this stillness, this breath, this time to breathe out, to just be, or the universe is arranging it for you as well. But yeah, you're going to savor it. You're going to really, so much gratitude I'm feeling for you in 2023. It's really a theme of gratitude for you. Like, you're going to be so grateful for the way that the events transpire in your life. You're going to feel, maybe there's a mystical energy for your life in 2023. Like, you might feel more connected to the ancient mysteries of the earth, to ancient knowledge is coming through for you. You might really need to dig deep into finding some connection to either your ancestors or to some ancient practices of the earth. To this ancient energy is like really wanting to come through you, and it's a really special energy and vibration and frequency. It's like really cool. Yeah, and I'm just seeing maybe the opportunity for you to have a retreat, or to live in a more retreat-like lifestyle, like to live more in a space of energy around you that's quiet and still. And very nature, I'm getting a lot of nature energy for your 2023. Yeah, maybe you're going to have the opportunity to maybe go on a retreat of some kind, or you want to give yourself that, like, you know, a holiday. There's a real strong emphasis on relaxation, but from a very intentional place. Like, it's almost like you are using your life force energy, you are directing your life in a way that is like really aligned and really allowing you to enjoy it and savor it and relax into it. And also it's like there's an intentionality to your year, right? So you're really intentional about the choices you're making, the places you're going, the people you're with. Really strong boundaries I'm getting for you. Because yeah, true, with karmic release, chamber of the violet flame, it's like, I think that you've already been through a lot of the process of letting go that is necessary in the ascension journey. We go through these cycles, and some of them are a lot about letting go, you know what I mean? So I feel like you have gone through that, or you're still ending that a little bit maybe. But I feel like in 2023, there's this really nice energy of really having in your life like the things that you truly value and that you find precious to you. And that's why I feel like, because when you're in a karmic situation, it's usually because like oftentimes it's because, you know, the lesson is that we have to choose our freedom. We have to take our freedom back, or take our power back in some situation, right? Because karmic usually to me it's like that. So I feel like you've been through this process of like taking your power back, or taking back your freedom, or claiming your sovereignty and like what you truly desire as a sovereign being, or something to do with like sovereignty is coming through strong. So in this space that you've really cultivated for yourself in 2023, there is so much like gratitude for like the life that you've created for yourself. And I think this is beautiful. And there's a lot of ownership in that, because you know, you have had to take ownership of your responsibility in how can I make choices to cultivate greater gratitude, greater stillness, maybe greater presence, so I can enjoy my life, right? I'm seeing really being present in the moment. And I'm getting a beautiful, from the crystal you chose, I'm getting a beautiful energy of flow state, actually. Like, so flow state, being in that state of flow where time kind of dissolves and you're just completely present in the moment, and there is an enjoyment about what is being done. Like, you can really enter flow state in any kind of, you know, setting, but I'm kind of getting the image of a child. And interestingly, this crystal to me really evokes like this inner child energy of really calming and healing that inner child energy. Yeah, such a calm energy for you in 2023, but it's super intentional. It's really nice. It's like the energy of a meditation retreat, you know, in the beautiful forest somewhere, like just so peaceful and like precious energy, so still and so crystal clear. But yeah, so I'm getting the image of a child like playing in the garden, like, you know, collecting different flowers or leaves or something, and just so immersed in the moment that they're completely almost oblivious to the world outside them, because they're just focusing and so enjoying it and so present and in flow state. So yeah, there's just going to be this presence, this ability to access flow states, even in things that you might not even enjoy, like you know, doing the dishes or something, cleaning, like something that might be seen as, you know, mundane human existence. I feel you're going to be bringing a different energy to it, and it's kind of this energy of like, it's almost like maybe you've been going through the work of like structuring your life so that, you know how like people talk about like dopamine detoxes, like, you know, you stop doing something so you reset your dopamine or whatever. Well, it's kind of that energy coming to me, and I don't know if you've been doing that on purpose or if it's just been happening, but it's sort of like the energy of, you know, without all of these distractions or without all of these sort of things that are always, you know, pinging our nervous system, going crazy all the time, like you're going to find this real like thrill of living from a really pure and organic place, and it's really nice. So yeah, gosh, what a beautiful energy. Honestly, it's really nice. Where are we going to go? We're going to do some tarot. So I've got this Animals, I think it's Animals Divine Tarot. This one is the one I chose for group 2. So 2023 for group 2, Spirit, what's going on? Wow, we've got the Sun. We've got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, definitely. You are going to have mastered boundaries by 2023. Like, you're going to already be mastered that. Maybe you already have now, but it's like, that is some strong boundaries I'm feeling. But it's in a really nice way, because it makes you feel so grateful, because you're no longer doing things you don't want to do, or going to events you don't want to go to, or, you know, there's just this no distractions. That's the energy I'm getting with this Queen of Swords and the Sun. Clarity. And I'm so sorry for the construction noise. Okay, so we've got the Tower. Interesting energy, because this is like radical transformation with the Tower is, wow, that's pretty big. That is like big change happening for you in 2023. That's big things changing for you. And, you know, with both of those together, it's like, I see this more than just that internal kind of change that would change your, you know, from healing. Like, I'm seeing this is more like, you might move countries, like you might change your career, you might, like, this is big identity shift. You might become like a parent, or, you know, you might take on a project like what are they, like a like a building that needs to be regenerated, repaired, I don't know what restoration of like homestead or something. Like, this is kind of energy. It's like a big lifestyle change, really big change coming for you in 2023, and it's very welcomed by your heart space. You are filled with gratitude for it. There is appreciation for life and all the aspects of life. It's like, and I know this is really positive, but look, we've got the Empress as well. Are you kidding me? Fulfillment with the Empress. This is very nice. And this is something I'm getting you've been dreaming of for a while. Like, if you, there's such a big energy here. So the message I'm getting is like, it's something that you have had to wait a long time for. You've had to show patience potentially in the pursuit of something, and it's coming into fruition in 2023, or it's being born in 2023, like with the Empress. There's something that's like you're really harvesting in 2023, especially with the Tower. So it's something though that, yeah, it has taken perseverance, it has taken patience, but it's sort of going to really feel very fulfilled, really an intense level of fulfillment. But I'm also seeing it's sort of like there's many aspects of your life that are really coming into alignment, and it might be through this Tower energy. It's really almost like pulling, like a magnet. The universe is like pulling, you are pulling things into alignment for yourself through this radical transformation process. And so it's, because I'm like, the level of gratitude that I'm picking up for you in 2023 is like really profound. And so I'm feeling like it's very much due to how aligned that your life is Really, because you it's like there's this gratitude. I'm feeling like maybe even if you live in a simple way, there's so much gratitude for even just like existing. So there's something that's really aligned for you that's bringing you, it's like you might really yeah, Tushama, it's kind of like, it's really big. And with the Empress, the only kind of equivalent that I can give you to this energy is like if, you know, a woman is pregnant and then she gives birth, and then her, you know, experience of like herself in life would completely change. And of course, you know, her heart chakra is just like completely open, and so much gratitude and love every day for this precious experience, right? So of course that's not, you know, everyone's experience, but I'm just saying like this is the equivalent, is that kind of archetypal energy of like something huge but like really being born with the Empress in your life, and therefore having so much gratitude for how much it's shifted for you. And of course for some of you it might be actually having a baby, but yeah, obviously not for everyone. It's really going to be something you very love. You're very wanting this to be a part of your life, and it's very meant to be. Wow. So yeah, I really see it's like this gratitude. It's the overwhelming energy is gratitude for your life, and for even if living very simple life, like there's so much gratitude for every aspect of it, and it's quite a profound energy. I keep coming back to this message because I'm like, wow, it's really amazing. All right, let's see what else for 2023. Maybe some blessings, challenges. Wow, so I'm actually feeling discipline as the blessing here. And I'm seeing friendship potentially as the challenge. Interesting. Oh my gosh, and look what we have on the back of the deck. Well, hello. Interesting. With the friendship, we're going to pull gratitude because like I've been saying it so much. Okay, so first of all, let's go over here. So discipline, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yeah, and do you know why this is a blessing? It's because you're getting the blessing of what discipline can offer if it is put into practice, if it is given the chance to. The chance to be, you know, and you've had discipline in some area, in some arena, in some goal, in some, you know, pursuit of something to do with your soul, or your soul's purpose with the sun. So yeah, but it's like you are really achieving it, and that's what's the blessing of discipline. It's like you're really achieving it, and that's why I'm saying there's so much gratitude, because you've achieved something that has taken a level of discipline or perseverance. Now with the challenge, because I was like, let's do a blessing and a challenge. Blessing and challenge is friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So yeah, look, maybe with the Queen of Swords and the Empress, there might be an energy of the reason I say that is because the Queen of Swords is really about boundaries. And sometimes, you know, a boundary is, you know, to cut someone off. So with the Empress, I don't know, I'm seeing a real shift in your sense of self-worth. If that's ever been an issue area for you at any level, like that's done. And I see you really honoring your worth in a way that's pretty radical for you. Maybe even for that, like maybe it's even some kind of, you know, you're like finally like loving and accepting something that you previously thought was an adversity or something about yourself. It's really nice energy. So let's pull a clarifier for what this friendship energy is about, the challenge spirit. The King of Wands. The Knight of Wands. I'm not getting really a lot there. Oh. There might be a little bit of a missing of your friends for some reason. This isn't a really strong message coming through, but well, for some of you, like it's the analogy of like maybe some big blessing comes in, but for some reason it might take you away from your friends for some reason, and you might need to kind of be a bit of a a free spirit, because the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, to me, I'm just getting this overwhelming energy of like freedom. Like I need my freedom, I need to roam. You know, the Knight of Wands can occasionally be interpreted as like, you know, like a bit of a player energy. So it's interesting, it's coming through. But I feel with the friendship, I feel like maybe it's just as simple as like, if someone is to have a baby, then they can't really like go out as much and be social as much as they would have previously been in their maiden years, you know, now they're their mother or whatever. It could be something like that, like some big blessing comes into your life, but it does change the way you show up in the world and it might put a strain on certain friendships. But you need to honor Spirit saying, and that might be a challenge for you because you're like, well, I want to like, you know, be there for everyone or whatever. But Spirit saying like, there's something about, you have to honor like the opportunity that the universe is presenting to you. And when we say yes to one thing, unfortunately, inevitably, duality, we're saying no to something else, right? It's duality, baby. So, oh my God, there's so much noise today. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's going to be a challenge for you because you're learning maybe how to prioritize yourself with the Empress kind of strong energy I'm getting actually. And that might be foreign to you, or it might just be a shifting gears a bit. Yeah, and you might, if you're someone who's like really like searching for success in your career, like this is not for everyone in this way, but like you might really take off in 2023 if you're really searching for that. Everyone has different kinds of goals and different, you know, ways that they want to like fulfill their soul. But if you're someone who's like, I need, like my career is my life, like this, I've got this dream, it's like, you know, to make it in this way or financially, I see that really happening for you, especially with the Sun. It's like success. But it might mean that certain friendships end, and that might be kind of a challenge for you because you might not have recognized that your success would change other people's perception of you is also coming through. Like you're really going to be in your power in this 2023. So for some reason, yeah, there's maybe a shift in focus for your life or something like that. So certain things, it's like, I'm getting this like, look, there's such a positive energy, and this being a challenge is actually pretty sweet, but it's like this energy of sometimes things can sting a bit in a way we don't expect. Like we can become so laser focused with this just when like what you want, and that's okay, that's what I'm feeling. Like maybe you became so laser focused on what you wanted, and then when it comes in, it's like, oh, I didn't realize that it coming in meant that like this other thing might not be able to come with me. And so that's going to be the challenge of 2023, is like you getting your blessings and then realizing like, well, dang, like me saying yes to this thing means I actually have to say no to this thing, and I didn't realize that would happen, you know. And so it might just be like, dang, like a little sting. But I think that's just life. Like I really see you like moving through it pretty easily. Okay, so anything else to say about challenges or advice for challenges, Spirit? Oh my gosh, 3 of Wands. It's really just your future coming together, like in a really positive way. So it's like things you've been dreaming about for the future really coming together. So that's really, oh my gosh, yeah, your goals are being completed is really all that Spirit's saying. The challenge is that completing goals, like it's a message I already said, completing goals unexpectedly comes with other things ending. Like when we say yes to one thing, we unexpectedly say no to something else without even knowing that that's going to come into the equation sometimes. Okay, so any other messages about their 2023 Spirit for group 2? Oh my gosh, you're kidding? A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, so wow. So if some of you, obviously some of you are already in relationships or not looking for a relationship or whatever, but if you are looking for love, or you might have had some little inklings that it was coming through, or some messages, that's definitely coming through strong, especially with the Empress. I like that for you. But obviously it's not about actual romance for everyone. It's just symbolizing something that you're so grateful for, right? Like a new cycle of your heart space beginning, a new cycle of love beginning. But we also have prosperity lies ahead with this Taurus energy. So with the Taurus energy coming through again, the Empress is Taurus, and we've got Taurus, new moon in Taurus, so, and new moon in Libra, both new moons, so new beginnings happening. Romance definitely on the cards though. if you're looking for romance, I mean, I wasn't intending to talk about anything in particular, but yeah, romance is coming through. Or it's something that you genuinely just want and desire and love from your heart space, that it's going to give a new cycle for you, a new cycle of prosperity, such as, again, if there's a mother having a baby, surely someone in this reading is having a baby next year because it's coming through so strong, then there's a new cycle of your heart beginning because you're meeting this precious new being in your life, right? And you're going to have so much gratitude and you're going to feel so abundant. So yeah, real true, like genuine, authentic abundance coming through for you in 2023. New romantic cycle begins. I think you're also going to find something new that you like doing, like a new hobby, a new skill. It's because your life circumstances are changing. There's shift happening. There's major change happening. Therefore, it's going to bring about, again, more new. Look, new moon, a new romantic cycle begins. So there's like so much new energy coming in that it's going to just keep giving birth and like multiplying more new things. Like I'm seeing, like maybe you've just, suddenly you're living out in the middle of the, country from living in the hills, and so from living in the city, and then you take up knitting or something because you realize that, with all this space around you, that you actually really enjoy the sound of knitting needles or something. Like, I don't know, it's something completely, abstract like that. So yeah, I see you just like new things coming in. You realizing, wow, I really like this thing. And it's new to me and I'm really enjoying that. Like I'm finding myself in you is the kind of energy I'm getting from you. So because you're in a new environment, because you're having these new things happening, because changes are happening in your life, it's giving you more chances to find out different aspects of yourself, and it's super fulfilling. Love it. Okay, so we're going to finish we got to do an animal spirit guide for you in 2023. Whale spirit, trust the great mystery. Wow, and maybe that's why I was getting such a beautiful energy with this stillness. You might genuinely have a whale spirit with you right now, or spirit saying work with the wisdom of the whale. Yeah, because it's very slow. Well, I don't know how slow it is, but it seems like big, so it's like intentional with its movements, and it's like, yeah, there's a real nice stillness, heaviness there. I really like it. It's very mystical. It's very fulfilled energy I'm getting, like really being fulfilled in swimming through life, in the great mystery of life. Okay, so we're also going to get a crystal card for you. So this is going to be a crystal you might want to choose to work with in 2023. It would be recommended by your spirit guides. Also, you chose the chrysoprase crystal, which might be one you are drawn to now. And there's also going to be affirmations on these cards. So let's see guidance for you in the energy of 2023. Oh, there's a lot of cards. Just one spirit. Okay, there it is. Wow. Okay, so we have Mukite Jasper. Hope that's how you pronounce it. And the affirmations are, I am connected to Mother Earth. She provides for me. I enjoy life. Wow, that's so beautiful with the Empress and this prosperity energy. And so we've got confidence, joy, and grounding are your keywords for 2023. And the chakras indicated is third eye and root chakra. Definitely was getting that third eye energy with this. But definitely was getting that root chakra energy, sorry, I was going to say, with the Empress and this kind of green, like very earthy kind of energy coming through your spread. But now with the third eye, it's like definitely with this whale, this mystic energy is so equally here. I love it, I love it. So this Mukite Jasper, there you go. You might want to work with those affirmations. And that was your reading, group 2. I hope you enjoyed it. What a beautiful year ahead that you have. And I wish you all the best and many blessings for 2023. And I'll see you again soon. Bye. Okay, hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the rose quartz for your 2023 year ahead. So I'm seeing initiation for you in 2023, but in a really positive way. Like, don't be afraid of that. It's like you are leveling up in your power, I guess is a better way of putting it. but there might be some, themes of initiation somehow. I'm also getting a glow up in your physical appearance in 2023. And this could also be, of course, a glow up in other areas of your life, like your emotional well-being, or something to do with your appearance changing, or maybe you just like really valuing your physical body as like a temple. There's a lot of like self-love energy and self-care, and it's really nice. Yeah, so I see, you feeling really good about just like yourself. It's really nice. So let's pull some cards. Whoa, we got Shaman, trust in higher forces. That's kind of the energy I was getting with the initiation, is like you are going to potentially, need to trust a bit in 2023. Like you're going to go through periods of maybe not really knowing exactly what you're being led into, or even sometimes maybe not even knowing if like you're making the right choices, because there might be kind of like a cloak of mystery around certain decisions or situations, and that's because they are kind of like spiritual tests, and if you pass them, then that's your initiation, is kind of like how I'm being shown it. It's really interesting. It's like there'll be like a situation or something that will have a lot of you won't fully know, like, is this right, is this wrong, and it's going to be like you're going to have to use your discernment and your intuition and call upon like your soul wisdom to guide you. And in doing that, it's like you're going to, really come into your power, like potentially, I'm getting like past life energy as well coming through for you. It's really, really, it's very sophisticated power that's been like worked on for a long, long time. And it's like, maybe you're also making physical body changes to like allow your power to come through more, because I'm sort of seeing, maybe you're focusing on your health, or that is a guide. That's something your guides are saying. Focus on your health in 2023, and this is going to change the way that spirit can come through you. I see you doing a lot of spiritual growth in 2023, but it's like in a very beautiful way. It's like a blossoming, like the flower, the rose, it's like blossoming. But there's also a wildness to it as well. So, star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. This is a very, exactly, it's like a mysterious energy. Spirit saying there's going to be the need to be guided by like a deeper energy within yourself, and to not go with what is conventional, not even go with like what you have done before, but to really follow the truth of your soul. And that might be sometimes scary, like to have to trust in higher forces means like we might not always feel we have complete power in a situation. Like we have to rely, we have to surrender to spirit. But this is truly like a path that's leading to so much growth and fulfillment, and like self-mastery I'm hearing, and also fulfilling relationships. Rose quartz is about love, self-love. So it's almost like, you're really on your path, and at times, Spirit's saying you might doubt if you're on your path in 2023, because it might be like such a mysterious journey, or elements of it are hidden from you until they manifest. Like you might be on a path where there's like you're blind to certain things before they manifest, and then they manifest and they surprise you in a really beautiful way. Oh my gosh, nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, this is why I was getting the energy of initiation, because nothing is yet set in stone, and the end of a tough cycle approaches with a full moon in Capricorn. So with the initiation, it's like it's basically like you're being blindfolded and like led through the universe to your destiny, and you kind of have to navigate without what you might have relied upon before. You have to navigate with a much deeper part of yourself, and it's going to bring you a lot of rewards, but you will be tested in the amount that you wish to maintain control, okay? And the more that you can surrender to like what this path is showing you, what these conditions want to show you in your life, what this initiation is like bringing out of you, I feel the more that you can enjoy the process and what it's giving to you. So what are the rewards and the blessings of this time, Spirit? Okay, we have release. Oh wow, and grounding. Yeah, and this is the thing, there's a huge amount of abundance, blessings available to you, 100%. There's a lot to celebrate in 2023, but I do see there's a significant energy to do with release, like even just as simple as like releasing the need to control, releasing the need to know what the outcome will be before you take action, right? Releasing your fear of taking risks. This is the kind of themes I'm seeing with release, because you're stepping into a much more powerful version of yourself, and therefore certain things do need to be released, but it's really releasing the limitations. It's not even, I feel from spirit, like it's not going to be very hard, because you're releasing things that limit your power. So through releasing it, you immediately receive the rewards, and the rewards is a very high vibration, a very high frequency. And Spirit's also saying you must learn to ground this frequency. This is the other aspect. So this is the other aspect of your spiritual growth and initiation in 2023, is you need to learn to ground extremely high frequencies on earth. Okay, very high. And for that to happen, the physical body will change. And this is why your physical appearance will be changing, because you're going to be activating different like strands of DNA. Like there's DNA activations happening, 100%. I'm seeing it. Release to receive, essentially. And again, the release is really of simply of the limitations. The thing is that I feel your higher self knows exactly where the destination is. So it's not that there's nothing set in stone, like, because I feel you're going to make it. You're going to succeed. You're going to be successful, but you're going to doubt it sometimes because there's going to be so much that you have to discover along the way without knowing beforehand. And you're going to be really journeying in the astral plane with this shaman card. It's like you're going to be having to read the symbology of life around you and tune in with a deeper, more intuitive part of yourself that can read energy better than the intellect or the the left side of our brain, right? It's like you're going to need to expand into the right side of your brain to navigate this time. So it's not going to come from reason or logic. It's going to have to come from something far more expansive and creative than that. And truly, you're going to be channeling, like you're going to be embodying some of the highest frequencies on earth at this time. This is a very important role that you have to bring in new earth. So do not doubt yourself in 2023. Please remember this reading and do not doubt yourself in 2023. You are very capable and you are really doing important soul work. It might not always be recognizable to the masses, but it is important soul work that you're doing nonetheless, because you're grounding incredibly high frequencies through your embodiment on this earth. And that in itself is transforming not only yourself through your own DNA activating and different things happening for you, but for the entire earth, for the entire collective consciousness. That expands it, that opens it up, that allows us to all raise in our frequency. So yeah, you're doing like starseed mission work. Very spiritual year for you. I think you're a very spiritual person anyway, but yeah, and with the pink, I'm getting the crown chakra as well. So it's like, you really need to be able to follow your own path in 2023. Please, like, Spirit is asking you to, if you need to just like change plans, just do it. Nothing is yet set in stone. Like if you've signed up, for example, to study at university, but you really know in your heart you don't want to do that, you really want to, do something else, then Spirit's saying like, look, nothing is set in stone. You have freedom. You need to follow the voice of your soul. And when you do that, when you release something that is limiting or restricting you, that isn't true to who you are, that's when you can trust in higher forces and be swept up in a high frequency into something that can take root in your life. So I see maybe this is another aspect of why I heard initiation at the beginning, because you might have to trust that in giving up something that's restricting you and restricting your life, also your freedom or your happiness, that it will always result in something better, So let's see what else is going on for you in 2023. Okay, Venusian Galactic Council, Star Being Guides, answer the call, time to shine. We're going to clarify that. Anunnaki light codes, new information, end of a cycle. And we've got Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity and self-expression. End of a cycle, exactly. You are ending something with the release card, and you're going to really feel a huge energetic shift. Like, the new beginning is big, and I feel it's really big because you're also stepping into your power with it. There might be something about your voice, your ideas, your art, your social media, your work, gaining a lot more public recognition in 2023, or you might be taking on more of a public role in some way, or you might be for some reason seen, because with the Venusian Galactic Council, with star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. It really talks about like being seen, like needing to step out into the spotlight a little bit more to serve, like in a way, to serve your soul mission, shall I say. So there's something very authentic that's coming from you releasing something that was a part of an old version of you that no longer is serving. And it's bringing in new information. It's like you're going to, it's like you're going to be taken on quite the learning journey in 2023, but it's a very unconventional learning. It's like you're learning about like mystical information. Like maybe you're going to uncover like the perfect like book of like mysteries or something that like answers all of these like deeply held questions you might have about like the meaning of life. Or you're going to find like a mystery school, like some place where you can study ancient knowledge, or like some ancient practice like Vedic astrology, or I don't know, but there's something that's going to inform you in a new way with the new information card. It's like there's something that's it's going to, but it's funny because I'm getting that the new information is just new to you, but it's actually ancient information, or it's like an ancient, knowledge. But it's going to come new to you. So maybe it's also like, I'm kind of getting, maybe with this card as well, like you might be being able to channel for the first time in your life. So it's kind of like new to you. Like you can access, the Akashic records for yourself and like find out answers, or you can access this different sort of level of insight into, the world, which is really interesting. Yeah. But there's something about, and with the throat chakra, definitely, for a lot of you guys, it's about your channeling abilities becoming a lot more enhanced and refined. Venusian Galactic Council. I think you're going to be tested a bit on, why is the spirit coming through so much like at this testing, initiation? Well, look, I think you're going to be stepping out of your comfort zone, should we say, about sharing your ideas, sharing your voice, or sharing some kind of talent you have, or art you have, like art that you have done. And it's like you're going to be putting it on show. Like maybe you're going to have an art exhibition, or you're going to release some work. I don't know, but I'm feeling like it's going to bring you a lot of success. Very with the grounding tree. Like I want you to recognize that even though this reading is kind of seeming like there's a lot of mystery to it, one thing that's really standing out to me is this tree, because this is like really grounding in your success. Like this is a strong outcome from the year, even if there are aspects of it that seem like wishy-washy. What's going on? Is it left or right? Like truly at the end of this year, you're going to have such an incredible result. You're going to have such an incredible kind of looking back and being like, wow, like I've grown so much. Like you imagine if a tree, okay, so Spirit's saying, can you imagine if a tree grew from like seed all the way to a full grown tree in 1 year? That's so much growth. And Spirit's kind of saying that this is what this initiation is kind of giving to you, as much as it might be like uncertain, I guess is the best way of putting it. There's so much growth to be had from that space, from the void kind of thing, right? The void, the unknown, the in-between space. So really know that, 2023, like it's an interesting energy, but it's really what's going to be coming from it is the growth, so much growth, like from seed to full grown tree. That usually takes like hundreds of years. Do you know what I mean? Like there's some acceleration in your ascension that is very profound. And it's yeah, it's really coming from your heart space, and Spirit's really getting you to share from your heart space, share with the world. Yeah, I see you sharing. I see you sharing yourself a lot more. If you've been in states of hibernation or hermit mode, you're going to be sharing a lot more. Let's pull some tarot cards. I'm going to have some water. Okay, so what else does Group 3 need to know about their 2023? Oh my. Okay, so let's go like blessings, challenges. Well, we kind of already got challenges, but you know, we'll see what comes through. The Knight of Swords. The Five of Swords. Well, this is the Light Seer's Tarot, by the way. The Seven of Wands. What is this? And then we've got the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups. All right. I actually see you doing really well in terms of your abundance in 2023 with the Nine of Pentacles. That's like you really, yeah, an Emperor on the back of the deck. Well, hello there. Yeah, so Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor on the back of the deck. Very stable abundance, like the ability to kind of, like I don't see abundance really being a focus for you. I don't see you looking about money very much. I see it really being on your spiritual evolution and yeah, so wait, let me just have a look at these and tune in for a sec with them facing me. Okay, so Spirit's saying basically with this release card that, did you hear that? The horn outside. Yeah, the release thing is maybe actually going to be a bit bigger of a theme, right? Like, so I feel like this is very much releasing things from your past that gave you a headache, that made you feel like, the Seven of Wands, you see here, she's like turning her head and she's like trying to meditate while there's like all these wands kind of poking at her. So it's kind of giving me this energy of like low vibrational energy. See how the wands are coming up at her? So it's like low vibrational energy that might try to like jab you to get your you know, attention. It's kind of like any energies that are just giving you a headache that you're outgrowing it really fast. And then look at this, he's just like sprinting towards his bike. He's like, I'm out of here. I see you really getting sick of like anything that makes you feel like, you know, that people are trying to get a rise out of you. People are trying to combat you, compete with you, or jealous of you. Or people who are just trying to like use you or, you know, make you, put you down. It's like, I see you really like just releasing the people, places and things that just give you a headache or a hard time, or that, you know, a low vibe or a toxic, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, you're really, you know, it's sort of like, I feel like you've been really calm or patient for a really long time with this imagery on this card. It's like, maybe it's taken a lot for you to finally, you know, step away, or it's taken a long time for you to maybe work up the energy to make a move or to leave or something, but it's happening in 2023. Might be a really long-standing conflict even that's coming into harmony now. And I think, yeah, it might be that you just are choosing to, well, walk away from something. But I really see it bringing you a lot of peace. Let's have a look. Yeah. You're going to be able to dream again. Like, I'm seeing this really new energy for you with the Ace of Wands here. Like, and with the Seven of Cups, it's like you're going to be dreaming something new. You're going to have insight from Spirit, like a download or a new idea. And it's going to bring you away from something old. And that thing that was old, though, was like really bringing you a lot of pain or hardship or like anxiety or fear or distress, you know, all that kind of shit. But now you're really going to have this insight. It's like, look at this fire burning in her third eye. She's thinking, like, she's seeing all of the possibilities for her life in the Ace of Wands. And then the Seven of Cups is also talking about dreaming about your possibilities and really visualizing and fantasizing about your true potential. So I really see the thing is, in this void space that you might enter, if it's like an in-between, and in that space, like, truly Spirit wants you to recognize that infinite things are possible, but you have to maintain that kind of like faith. You got to keep that light alive, I'm feeling, because I'm seeing with the Six of Cups, Spirit saying don't go back to the past, because Six of Cups can talk about our memories, and I feel like there might be a part of you that kind of wants to go back to what's known sometimes, even though it's not really a really true part of you. But Spirit's saying stay authentic and recognize that you can achieve it, whatever it is that's being born from this space. But the other thing I'm getting is that you're going to feel really like, look, you're moving from a place where you've had to be in really tough, like, this situation that you're in was really tough. Like, whatever's being released, like, it's been a tough body, mind, and spirit, I'm getting. So it's like you're moving into a really soft and gentle place where it's like, oh, I really can reflect upon what's been going on in my life. Like, you're going to have time to reflect, but you're also going to really be much more focused, I think, most of the time on your future, and really seeing how much is possible for you, and hopefully staying in the present moment as well, of course. Interesting. So what else, Spirit? What are we gonna do? Let's push cards. Okay. Let's see. Blessings. Let's get a blessings card for you. Safe space. Wow. Okay, I love this actually. I'm seeing confidence, huge energy for you, huge theme. And with safe space and star being, Venusian Galactic Council, star being guides. Answer the call, time to shine, Venusian Galactic Council, and the safe space. I'm seeing like you're going to feel safe enough to really step out into some kind of spotlight, or some kind, maybe just within your own community or within your own friend, like people that you know, really like sharing who you are with the throat chakra, like sharing your authentic expression, and really like going for it. And I'm seeing that you're going to feel safe too, and even if like you're going to feel so confident in your truth that you're not going to mind like how other people are reacting to it. You're going to feel safe within yourself, and therefore you feel safe to share yourself, and this is truly going to bless the earth like a lot. Okay, so let's do a crystal card for you. Oh wait, we've got to do an animal spirit guardian for you for 2023. Whoa, hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. Oh my gosh, this is such a theme for you with the trust in your higher forces, follow the voice of your soul. Yeah, spirit's just really saying like trust in spirit in 2023. Like let spirit guide you, because you're being guided somewhere truly magical. Okay, let's get a crystal. So this crystal card is going to have affirmations you might want to work with, and this is also a crystal you might want to work with. I'm going to pull from this deck, or you could also just consider working with rose quartz because you chose rose quartz. And so let's see. Ooh, labradorite. That's so synchronistic because I was just holding my labradorite crystal before I did your reading. So it says transformation, positivity, and healing. Okay, so this is the keywords for your 2023. Transformation, positivity, and healing. And then, perfect. The affirmations are, I welcome change and transformation, and I carry magic within me. Crown chakra, throat chakra. Oh my gosh, didn't I literally say crown chakra and throat chakra? I love it. It says helps reveal life's purpose, raise your vibration. This is the thing, awakens psychic abilities. You're going to have all of these things: calming, relieves depression and stress, clears old patterns, self-awareness, heals heartbreak, amplifies affirmations. Well, there you go. I feel like your psychic abilities is spirit wanting to guide you into a true embodiment of all of your psychic abilities, so that you can really create magic upon this earth. And that's why the vibrations coming through really strongly, like you're going to ground such a really strong vibration. And you're going to feel really safe to share your magic, I think, in a bigger way, or share, like you're going to have a lot of success with a project if you're doing some kind of a project or some kind of a spoken or written thing. Maybe you're here to also bring new information into the world and to share that spirit saying, and to trust spirit if spirit's guiding you to share, even though you weren't sure if you wanted to share, or just trust that and kind of allow yourself to do things new. It's like, I welcome change and transformation. Like, be willing to really actually change, I guess, and that's how you can get the most out of 2023. All right, group 3, well, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I really enjoyed to read for you. And yeah, what do I usually say at the end? I'll see you next time. Bye.